Hello, I'm Katrina Padron, founder of Padron Marketing, a social media marketing agency that is 6 years old. One of my big beliefs is experience is the best teacher. When I started in marketing about 13 years ago, I feel like I knew nothing about the old industry, the traditional ways of marketing, billboards, copywriting for those billboards, producing radio spots, producing TV spots. And I was thrown into this really awesome in many ways kind of position. But the interesting thing back then was the marketing landscape was changing. Digital marketing was on the scene. I was the first person who created an email marketing campaign for this company I worked for, if that tells you anything about the transition. And so that company was getting a new website. They were getting email marketing, and social media had come on the scene. And it was one of those times where no answer felt like the right answer. And that was because there were old school people who really believed in traditional marketing, and that worked for them for the tenure of their company. And then there were new people like me who was a millennial coming in and was deemed to have fresh and new ideas and would move this company forward. The challenge was it was this messy, weird world where there was no right answer. When I started this company 6 years ago, or almost 6 years ago, I very much believed in the power of social media, but I will be fully transparent with you. Every time I hopped on a phone call, I would pace my house for at least 15 minutes before taking that phone call. I'm like, I don't know what to say. They're going to want to know success stories. They want to know who we work with. They want to know why this will work, why this is different, why we're different than someone else. For me as an introvert, I'm like, oh my God, I can't do it. Hence the pacing back and forth. Today, my calendar is full with calls. Many of you know that's a big chunk of what I do on a daily basis. Calls with potential partners, calls with potential clients, calls with you as team members. When I started this piece of the video, I said experience is the best teacher. And one of the challenges is, well put by someone very famous named Groucho Marx. I personally don't know who this famous person is, but I'll share you the quote anyway. I'll share with you the quote anyway. And he says that we should learn from others' mistakes because we can never live long enough to make all of these mistakes ourselves. So he says, learn from others' mistakes. We can never live long enough to make all of these mistakes ourselves. And this is what I would love to share with you. So we are doing this very candid sort of video series. You can access it via Asana. We can talk about these videos a little more in depth. But the point is to share some of that 13 years of marketing experience and the good, bad, and the ugly with you, so that hopefully it sort of bridges this gap and you don't have to make the mistakes that I had to make along the way. So the series is called Battle Tested, and you'll start seeing these pop up via Asana, and we'll be talking about them. And as it stands, there's at least 10 or 12. So stay tuned. They're kind of fun. They're kind of humbling. Yeah, I'll be very honest and candid. So anyway, stay tuned. Thank you.